Now on News Channel 8 Today.
Rise and shine, Tampa Bay. Look at that. It's a beautiful Sunday outside. You're taking a live look at downtown Tampa right now. Good morning. Your time right now, 9 a.m. I'm Paul Mueller. Thank you for joining us. Right off the top, a quick check of your weather. And for that, we turn it over to Ed. Ed, a little bit of rain yesterday. What about today?
Well, we started off with a few minutes, Paul.
Ed, thank you so much. Turning to breaking news right now, and possibly the biggest story of the day today. O.J. Simpson, a free man, released overnight from a prison in Nevada. While he is under a 5-year supervised parole, there's talk he could be coming here to Florida. Amanda Shivari live in St. Pete for us this morning. And Amanda, if he does come here, there's a chance he might choose St. Pete.
Paul, that's to the Department of Corrections to try and stop it.
And what a letter indeed that was. Amanda, you know, I know you've spent the morning reaching out to people who know O.J. personally. Do they have any insight, possibly, on where he might go?
Well, they say learn more when we sit down with him.
All right, Amanda Shivari live in St. Pete for us this morning. Thank you so much. All right, happening today before the Bucks take on the Giants at Ray J. Some fans plan to rally against taking a knee during the national anthem. They're calling it a no to knee, yes to the USA rally, and it starts at 1 o'clock. To find it, just look for a van with the American flag there. Now, in last weekend's games, you might recall this, many players across the league took a knee in response to President Trump calling for any player who kneels to be fired. Bucks star receivers Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans both took part. Also happening today, a restaurant in Brooksville is holding what it's calling a celebration of patriotism event. It's also meant to take a stand against those kneeling at NFL games. The event at Coney Island Drive-In starts at 1 o'clock. Marines will be speaking at 1:30 on the importance of standing during the flag. Anyone attending is also asked to bring NFL merchandise to burn around 3 o'clock. Those who take part will get a free hot dog. All right, turning now to after Hurricane Irma. There are 2 places in the Bay Area today where residents can go to get Hurricane Irma relief. First, in Polk County, FEMA has opened a mobile disaster recovery center. It's in Bartow at the W.H. Stewart Center. It'll stay open through 8 o'clock tonight. If you can't make it today, don't worry. The center will be open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday and Tuesday. In Pinellas County right now, FEMA personnel will be at Fire Station 45 in Clearwater. Businesses and residents are welcome to come there. They'll be there until 6 o'clock. And helping kids in Puerto Rico. Today, children from Goree Elementary in Tampa are doing crafts for donations. That means if you donate, you can pick out something handmade. They're starting at 11 o'clock and will be working hard until 3. If you want to stop by, they're going to be at the Coffee Bar on Davis Island. All right, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says there are now direct contacts between North Korea and the United States. But as NBC's Janice Mackey-Frayer shows us, that doesn't mean North Korea is ready to negotiate over its nuclear and missile programs.
Secretary of State Rex, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. An Air France jet en route from Paris to Los Angeles. There it is, forced to make an emergency landing in California. Check out the engine. Look at that. The front part of it actually tore off mid-flight while over the Atlantic. Passengers say it sounded like some type of loud noise. Then the plane shook for about 20 seconds and lost altitude before the pilot stabilized it. Luckily, the main part of that engine stayed intact. The pilot's able to land safely. All right, ahead, neurological disorders are really not easy to deal with, as some of you might know. After the break, you'll meet our great inspiration who's making sure anyone suffering does not have to go through it alone. 9:07, your time right now. You're watching News Channel 8 Today. Welcome back, and now a great inspiration. There are breakthrough treatments for people suffering from neurological disorders like epilepsy and Alzheimer's, and a Tampa woman wants to make sure she can help those suffering by introducing them to top doctors in Tampa. As Gail Guayardo shows us, that's what makes Patty Livingood a great inspiration.
Whether you're
there. All right. If you'd like to find out more about Patty's health fair, where doctors will be on hand to answer all of your questions, we put the information on our website. Just head on over to WFLA.com. Coming up this Sunday morning, Ed is back with your full forecast. Also ahead, a man who thought he had a lung tumor. Instead, he found out it was something stuck in his body from when he was 7 years old. Yeah, and
she takes her time and she makes them every day.
A very special way for one Bay Area mom to tell her daughter she loves you, and her idea seems to really be catching on. 9:12 your time right now. You're watching News Channel 8 Today this Sunday morning. In a consumer alert this morning, a nightlight soother recalled to tell you about Skip Hop, recalling about 207,000 Moonlight and Melodies Owl and Elephant highlight soothers. That's because the USB wall power adapter can break, posing an electrical shock hazard. The soothers were sold nationwide. If you own one, you can call the company for a free repair kit. Well, it started with a chronic cough, then came pneumonia, and eventually a bacterial infection. UK doctors believe the patient had a lung tumor, but boy, were they wrong. This is what was actually inside the 46-year-old man's body, a Playmobil toy comb. Yeah, that's right. The patient told doctors he remembered swallowing the toy shortly after he got it on his 7th birthday. Doctors believe his body kept developing around it, and that's why it took years to show any symptoms. Luckily, it was removed with a quick surgery. The man's mystery ailments have all been cleared up. Good news there. A short video of a little girl singing, "Changing the World for the Better." California girl Leah is just 4 years old, but is fighting a rare blood disease. Her mother recently recorded her singing her favorite song, "Overcomer" by Medusa. The video quickly went viral.
She does encapsulate that song. Like, she is such an overcomer. It's amazing to see what a little 30-second video can do. I mean, it just blew up.
We're also happy to tell you Leah is on her way to a clean bill of health. Just look at her right there. She recently received a second bone marrow transplant, and her prognosis, we're proud to tell you this morning, is excellent. Well, a handwritten note can brighten someone's day. When's the last time you wrote one? Well, one Tampa mom has vowed to send her daughter off to school every day with a personal note to do just that. News Channel 8's Meredith Sensulo shows us why these notes are especially meaningful and how they're inspiring other parents.
Julie note of each day.
If you'd like to see those notes, the Instagram account is Emily's Lunch Notes, and occasionally Julie teaches art classes at Tampa's Paper Seahorse. More information, of course, where else but WFLA.com.
Now,
better weather during the weekend. We're going to have to work on that. All right, ahead. Can the USF Bulls remain undefeated as it takes on the East Carolina Pirates? And the Gators take on Vanderbilt. We're going to have the highlights. That's next in sports. 9:21 your time right now.
Have a great day, everyone.
All right, let's hope the weather cooperates, Annie. Thank you. Well, if it's Sunday, you know what that means. We are talking politics. And coming up in our next half hour, hear from one key state lawmaker with a keen eye on the political climate and a former firefighter and Army veteran, now Republican candidate. That and more when we come back. Keep it here. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us this morning. Our next newscast is at 9. We hope to see you then in just about 1 hour.